YouTube faithful, what's going on? It's Taco Tuesday early in the morning, man. Getting this out early. There's going to be 2 picks that I want to talk about today. We're going to get it done. I think you should pair your tacos with it. If you want to tail. If you want to fade. As with all these videos, my job is to analyze the data presented to you, but you have to make your own decisions. I ain't going to get it right all the time. I use a data-driven approach. I use sophisticated data models built by myself, and that is how I run this ship. If you're new to the channel and you want daily videos Monday through Friday with MLB, WNBA, NBA, all that stuff, hit subscribe, and if you already have, smash the like button like mama taught you right. Without further ado, let's get into it. This was yesterday. You can see the nuke I made right here on this channel. 250 to win 570. DeGrom sold. Absolute cinema that he sold, ladies and gentlemen. You can see right here that he screwed up my entire day. I had 2 slips with him and many on PrizePicks that he sold. He was the final leg. Absolute disaster class, and it stinks. Getting Burke right was absolute magic in a bottle. And this is just, it's unfortunate. He totally had like a 40 pitch third inning. He totally sold, no excuses, sold his Ks, sold his outs. And then when you think about it, the public was all over him, and that is why he sold. That's just the bottom line, folks, I'm afraid. So many good calls yesterday just to go down in flames because I anchored DeGrom. Here was my full playlist yesterday. Burke, less Ks and less on his outs cash. Freddie Peralta hooked because they gave Ohtani a free strikeout. I forgot to post the picture, but go look for yourself. Peralta's final strikeout was so egregious it wasn't even funny. Nowhere near the zone, they gave him 4 free strikeouts. Gordon, less cash, Fitz over cash. Tanner under pitches cash, Kikuchi under pitches cash. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. And then I had the other list, which was Berrios over outs and fantasy score. That brings us to 8 and 1. And then Sean Burke less, 9 and 1. And then unfortunately DeGrom Ks, so it brings my total to 9 and 2. But on the live stream, I gave out Gallon, so bring it to 10 and 2. I gave out Corbin 11 and 2, and Sanchez 12 and 2 overall yesterday in the Dub Club / Discord live streams. And it all turned to dog water because I anchored DeGrom. That mistake is on me. So let's bounce back today, Taco Tuesday. There's nothing worse than having 12 plays right, 2 wrong, and you can't profit. That was my day yesterday. But that's fine because we trust the process. Anyways, so what do we got for today? We got a slew of MLB games. We have WNBA. The WNBA games start early, so I'm not going to cover that today. We're just looking at MLB, and I'm just going to look at 2 plays, maybe 3. It's going to be quick because I got stuff I have to do. First things first, Logan Gilbert faces the Yankees, and his floor goblin is 5.5, and I don't see a way where I don't take this with my tacos today. I'm sorry. I just looked at the board, and I don't see any way around it. I actually like under on 7. But at 5.5, I got to take over. If we go over here to my data model, Crushed Bats, you can see he's going over 5.5 Ks 74% of the time. Okay, these are the updated ones. I fixed the props 74% of the time, 59% of the time earned run, hits allowed 41%, walks 32%. Under 1.5 walks, over 5.5 Ks, 1.5 runs you could take over. I'm going to leave it alone. His pitching outs, because he doesn't really go 6 innings. He hasn't lately. It's not going to simulate well, but he does simulate for 7 Ks, 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 1 walk. I'm going to take a shot on 5.5 Ks. I don't see how he doesn't get there. He doesn't have a lot of historicals. He only has 2 games in 2024, which I don't care about 2024. It's 2025. I don't really care at all about September. So that is that. That is my opinion on Logan Gilbert. The Yankees do strike out a lot, which you can see here. Their strikeout rate is higher than the league average, but they're also getting more hits than the league average. So when those tacos roll out, I'm going to be taking a shot on Logan Gilbert. Next, pitches thrown. Soraniano at 95.5. Yesterday, it was the same thing with Kikuchi. I took under 98.5. His last 5 were green. Look at Soriano. Last 5 are green, 95.5. Well, the Texas Rangers have been making some serious contact. I'm going to go ahead and make the gutsy call to take less on Soriano, 95.5 pitches thrown, and less on 5 pitcher strikeout. Now, if we go to Soriano and put him in the data model, you can see he goes over 5 strikeouts 43% of the time. He's simulating for roughly 5.3 Ks, which would technically put him on the over, but I am doing something that's intangible, unquantifiable, which is He's due a bad game. He's due to struggle. I believe in my heart he is. If he goes over, he goes over. I really don't care, guys. I know what I'm doing is correct. And what is correct is you find these guys that are in spots where their lines are inflated because of what they've done, and you just target their baseline and go from there. So I'm taking under 5Ks on Soraniano. If he gets 6, he gets 6. I'm taking under on his pitches thrown. If he throws 96, he throws 96. Look at Kikuchi yesterday. He literally almost went over 98.5. He threw 97, and that was with a disaster class. So what does that tell me? The Angels managers letting their pitchers go. So I know the risk that I'm taking. I'm letting you know the risk, and you need to factor that into your equation. Okay, don't anchor Soraniano because it's a gut call, but you should be aware of it. And then Eovaldi, he's literally in the same spot DeGrom was. DeGrom just didn't bring his stuff. Look at Eovaldi coming back. He is due a bounce back performance. I'm not going to ask him to get 6, but I am going to ask him to get 5. These are the two that I think you can get. These are going to be heavily juiced. However, the Angels do strike out a lot. There's no denying it. 9.9, the league average is 8.5. And this, by the way, this is version 1 of Crushed Bats. Version 2, I don't have it loaded right now because I've been working on it all morning, so that's why you don't see the new features here. This is version 1, which is deployed in the Discord right now. But the model loves Nathan Eovaldi. Now, the one thing that the model can't quantify is that he returned from injury recently. So you have to determine if you decide he's going to go the distance and that injury isn't going to linger. It's not going to affect him. He's not going to get pulled early. I think he's due a bounce back performance. DeGrom should have got there. It's still the Angels. I think he can get 6Ks. I'm asking for 6. In fact, I'm only asking for 5. But you can see with all things equilibrium, he should be going over 5.5Ks versus the Angels 70% of the time. This isn't the Royals. This isn't the Blue Jays. This is the freaking Angels. And Eovaldi, I'm going to need to see it after what DeGrom did yesterday. Now, the average man would ban the Rangers, but I'm not the average man. If he sells, he sells. 4.5Ks for Eovaldi, book it. And I won't be surprised if he gets 5, 6, 7. I hope he does. So those are your two with Soraniano under. And another gut call would be, I got 2 more gut calls for you. Okay, these are probably going to come back to bite me. However, Clay Holmes over 4.5Ks, he's due, I'm afraid. Versus the Orioles, 5Ks, I think he could get there. Limit your exposure, 1 to 2 lineups max, but he is due. I think he could get there. Data models aren't going to like this. Trust me when I tell you, but I think he could get there. And then it's so early, they don't have pitcher fantasy up yet, or we would be targeting that, but that's neither here nor there. And then hitter strikeouts. Trout always has to be considered for a hitter strikeout. He ended up getting one yesterday. This dude has been a cash cow. This is another option you could have for your taco pair. He just seems to strike out at least once in 4 bats, guys. Look, I mean, every day he projects for 1 strikeout in the model. I don't think it's bad at all. If we go over here to my partner pick finder, you can see in his last 10, he's only not struck out once. Last 15, 93% hit rate, 2025, 75% hit rate. The dude just strikes out. Okay, versus Eovaldi, 24% strikeout rate. So I have no problem if you want to take your taco pairs with Mike Trout. Is it going to be sweaty when you have it as a taco pair for a double up? Absolutely, chat. But sweaty is the name of the game. If you want a good historical, in-depth knowledge, you can use Pick Finder code CRUSH. Sign up with this. You'll get 10% off for life. Now, let's put it all together and build a parlay play lineup. We can't build PrizePicks yet because they don't have it out yet. All right, so let's see what they got for the boost first and foremost. Oh, they got Jacob at boosted 4.5. They got Shota boosted. Hilarious. Eovaldi boosted. All right, well, they haven't boosted at 5.5. That's not enough for me to take that. I don't know, man. What else we got? They got Clay Holmes at 3.5. Any WNBA? Ooh, Sykes. Alonzo. I think Shota at 3.5 could be good. Sabrina at 1.5 3-pointers made. You know what? Forget that. I'm going to take this. Eovaldi at 5.5K. I wanted him at 4.5. I really don't know, guys. It's so early. Watch them dock me for correlation on this. This is 2.2x, but you know what? I don't like take it 2 squared, so if I take him away, it's 1.99x, which is basically 2x. That doesn't feel right. It should be more than that. What is going on here, man? If we add in Soraniano, it's 3.7. Man, then we are overexposed to this Angels game if I throw Trout in there. That's the problem. Trout is only in the mix on a taco pair situation, guys. I mean, that because of the way they're pricing it, this is like where slip construction becomes so important. I like Gilbert. I prefer Gilbert, but I wouldn't mind if you take Trout to 2x your tacos. I kind of like Hunter Brown under 7Ks. I know it's like, I know data models are going to like him to go over, but 8Ks versus the Guardians, I mean, if he goes over, so be it. If I run it in my data model, you can see 7 strikeouts, 49%. So it's pretty much a 50-50. He's projecting in 10,000 simulations to get 7 strikeouts. What this is a data model. It runs 50 data points, calculates everything you can think of, and gives you a real-time simulation. So as you can see with Hunter Brown, 7 Ks, it's just a fade, but I am leaning on the under because he's due regression. You understand? We're supposed to fade it though. As you can see, the recommendation, no clear value, avoid it. Avoid his earned runs. Under hits allowed and under 2 walks, but his walk line is actually 1.5. So over 1.5 walks would be fine. If you want access to those data models, my live streams, which yesterday's live streams, I gave out 4 or 5 plays that all cashed. Brianna Jones points, Corbin Carroll, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, Sanchez Ks, Gallen Ks, 4 for 4 in the live stream yesterday. So go ahead, get in the mix, join now. If you sign up with Parlay, Play, Chalkboard, or Sleeper, or Underdog, where I'll be doing my best ball drafts, you'll get in free for 30 days. Just click join now. It'll take you to the Dub Club. We have the 3-month special, the 1 month, the 6 months. Immediately, you'll be granted access to crushed bats. Both versions. When the hitter version launches, you will have it. The pitcher version is live right now. Version 2's in the oven. It's almost ready for deployment. It's driving me nuts, but I will get it done because that is the type of guy I am. So go to CaptainCrush.net. Get in the mix, guys. Join the live stream Monday through Friday. Live stream today at 5:30 Central. You don't want to miss it. All right. So that is my opinion, guys. It is just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm going to get it right all the time. Here's another one that I would be looking at to do for a bounce back performance. Shota and Clay. These 2 guys, dude, everyone's going to be taking their unders, and I'm telling you that these guys are due big games. Just remember that. So for the parlay play one, I don't really love taking this because it's, look how exposed I am to the Angels game now. Just like yesterday, DeGrom would be literally, it's Eovaldi. I feel like I'm walking into the same trap. So maybe take this off and just go for the 2x, 50 to win 100. I'll just do that. If you want to tail this one, parlay play code CRUSH. If you want to add in Soraniano or take out Gilbert and just do a same game parlay, you can. The link's in the description, tail or fade. Guys, short and sweet today. I appreciate you tuning in. Here's the salute. Good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.